Barbara Bush was the quintessential traditional political wife.
Please notice the hair, the makeup, designer clothes.
She met her future husband at a school dance when she was just 16. They tied the knot a few years later. The young couple moved from New York to Texas as her husband set about making his fortune in the oil business. While he travelled for work, Barbara raised their 6 children. In 1953, their 4-year-old daughter Robin died of leukemia.
We didn't know what the hell the doctor was talking about back in those days. And I said, "What does that mean?" And she said, "Well, it means that it's not likely she can live many weeks longer."
It was in the mid-60s that George Bush shifted his focus from business to politics and was elected a Republican congressman. As he climbed the political ranks from ambassador to the head of the CIA to vice president, the family moved 29 times, then finally into the White House.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
The American public regarded the new First Lady as down-to-earth and likeable, more interested in gardening than politics. Such was her popularity, she often beat her husband when it came to the opinion polls. She was diagnosed with Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder that causes an overactive thyroid. It saw her in and out of hospital for the rest of her life. When her husband failed to win a second term, losing the election to Bill Clinton, they moved back to Texas. The former First Lady worked on social causes and wrote her memoirs, until a decade later, she found herself back on the campaign trail, this time for George Jr.
That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
All kidding aside, really impossible to describe how it feels to have one of your children become President of the United States.
Despite initial misgivings, she also backed second son Jeb's bid for the White House.
He seems to be the one who could solve the problems.
Another child, Neil, inspired perhaps her greatest legacy. His dyslexia spurred her to set up the Barbara Bush Foundation for Family Literacy. Its goal, to encourage parents to read to their children, tackling what Barbara deemed America's biggest challenge, the 30 million people unable to read or write.
Putting your arms around your child and reading to them is maybe one of the most satisfactory, happy moments of my life.
Barbara Bush is survived by her husband, 5 of her children and grandchildren.